Now to the taxi driver attacked because he was Muslim. New York Mayor Michael Bloomberg trying to cool tensions and spark public discussion about tolerance, meeting today with that cabbie. The mayor welcomed Ahmed Sharif and his family to City Hall today. He termed the attack a disgrace. Sharif's throat was slashed Tuesday, allegedly by passenger Michael Enright, in what prosecutors call a hate crime. The mayor did not link the attack to the controversy over whether to build an Islamic cultural center and mosque 2 blocks from Ground Zero, a facility, by the way, the mayor supports. But he said the attack is the opposite of what the city and the country stand for.
Violence and being disrespectful to each other is not part of why America was formed. Quite the contrary, it's in the other direction.
Meanwhile, outside City Hall, a rally in support of the injured driver. Members of the Taxi Workers Alliance speaking out against the attack, which they blamed on fear-mongering against Muslims. But Mr. Sharif, recovering from his injuries, says he still loves New York.
This is the city, actually, all color, races, all religion, everyone. We live here side by side peacefully.
Sharif's alleged attacker, Michael Enright, charged with attempted murder as a hate crime. You know, it might be premature to connect this attack to some greater anti-Muslim sentiment, but it also seems naive to think it might not be. Hateful rhetoric often leads to hateful action, and indeed, anti-Muslim hate crime is up, according to the police. What's undeniable, this anti-Muslim attack has people talking and thinking. Eyewitness News reporter Darla Miles with that part of our coverage. She's in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. Darla.
Bill, people are thinking and they are talking, and they're using words like xenophobia and Islamophobia. Right now, the Council for Americans and Islamic Relations say many New York Muslims are living in real fear.
In the train, when I'm coming, everybody looking at me like strange.
This 32-year-old mother of 2 immigrated from Morocco 6 years ago. But Khadija Lamoury's new life in America hasn't exactly been the American dream. She says she feels like a target for anti-Islamic violence.
I'm always afraid. I mean, to go out and come to work and go back at night to home.
This fear is heightened after the knife attack on a Muslim taxi driver 2 nights ago, which the NYPD is investigating as a hate crime. While investigators have made no direct connection between the cabbie attack and a proposed mosque and community center near Ground Zero, the Council on Islamic Relations believes the contentious debate is sparking more of a widespread anti-Muslim sentiment.
It hasn't been really since September 11th that there's been this type of a surge of violent, hate-oriented crimes here in New York.
The NYPD says the number of attacks on Muslims are up.
The numbers of anti-Muslim crimes or allegations of hate crime are small. This year they are up. We have had since 2001 no more than 10 a year. This year so far we have 10.
We're dealing with a very cowardly bunch of people.
But when there's an attack on one's faith, that's exactly when it kicks in.
I'm not afraid. But we have to be careful, you know.
There's always a forgiving attitude. It's in all faiths.
Now, Mohammed Rajvi of the Council for People's Organization says right now he's working on outreach programs for the Muslim community so they can meet their elected officials and so they can meet their neighbors in order to calm some of this anti-Islamic dialogue. Reporting live in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, Darla Miles, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.